Good morning, good morning, good morning. Seven, two. Morning, John. Okay. Um, we're jumping to lower time frame shenanigans. Let's take a quick look at the daily chart that we're looking at yesterday. Okay. So Bitcoin kind of pushed a little bit more. Tuesday. It's Tuesday into that level that I wanted it to reach for.
That one is constant.
So, mm, 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 mm. Nasdaq swept Monday's low, officially making this not the low of the week, which is good. Tuesday low of the week is fine. I don't currently have a bullish stance, like a super bullish stance on Nasdaq. I'm more interested in this playing out mitigation and then this range low at August 1st, that low looking for. I'm open to the idea that they could kind of wick above or trade above here. We're going low. But as of right now, it looks like an element of reaccumulation around the open price of this range. That's what we're looking for yesterday. I think a slight adjustment should be made to this. Put it on top right there. And we know why. Oh yeah, I think somebody said on this chart, I should go settings, untick this. That would fix it. There we go. Fixed out the green candle that was here. All right. With that being said, I don't think the daily chart needs much else from us. We'll be watching Monday's low, that red line, looking for them to trade higher. So looking for support structure around that red line. If we fail to see that, then we don't buy. There we go. So without further ado, let's go to this chart. Let us have a good day. So, jumping right into the analysis, let's go ahead and I want to take all of these off. Don't want red line off. Can I? Is that possible? If I lock this, I'm gonna go delete it. Trying to move around. Ah, figured it out. Now on to Monday, 2 p.m. Boring parts. I know you've already done this on your own, so you know. Super, super easy. Yeah, Tyler, you know, I remember when I figured it out. I remember seeing it. First time I'm using it for sure. 720. And the highs and lows here. And we have let's just sit here then. Bam, bam, bam. And we don't need Monday's high, seeing that it's swap liquidity. So keeping Monday's high on the chart is more for where do you want support to form after it sweeps this. So I'm going to put a red arrow there, which means when we hit this, I'm not looking for it to hit and reject. I'm looking for it to go through instead. Now, let's take a look at what we have here to work with. Since the start of the day, I think this was some Trump thing. Actually caught me while I was long. Well, after this, no, I started going long somewhere around 724-ish. Somewhere in here, I went long. And it was a little bit of a tease. And then brutal. Like, I walked away. I took too long in here and I walked away. And then somehow, very good friend of mine, Smokey G, gave me a buy signal. I bought this somewhere in here, about 50 points on left. Nonetheless, the structure of the delivery since 2 p.m. to 7:20 is showing not many attempts at running buy side. So usually you'd have like this low, and then we push away from it, and then the buy side liquidity is on the left. I'm not taking, so it becomes easy to frame one of those internal to external runs. You know, like we push up this, but then if the high over here is not taken, you think about something like this and that. And this, we can see that these look like relatively equal lows. They do look like relatively equal lows, but I can't see a reason to want to take these lows if this is taken. So if the price or price action makes any attempt to get below here, I'm not thinking it's trying to get this. I'm gonna be thinking it's trying to sweep this again, and then we'll make a decision there. As of right now, as we are, this would be the high that says we're bullish. An FEG at that high, trade above that high, close above that high. All those things here make this bullish. So that means the accumulation is already in play. The manipulation is already in play. And this is now calm before the storm. So tag 720 open and watch what happens at 720 open. What we can see so far, opens, trades above, no attempt to touch it. So in a perfect world, extreme bullishness would be demonstrated by wicking, rallying, sweeping this high, put a FEG in here, take that high, retrace to that FEG, and then go. So this is what perfection looks like. Here, here, and then wherever that red arrow is, this is what perfection looks like. But being in the middle of a range, perfection is just what you would want for like an easy day in this case. So outside of this, there are normalcy. The delivers that will have you doubting whether to buy or should I be looking at sells. Those will include, trying to run this again, taking all of this again, trying to make a new daily low. All of that is somewhat normal in really messy price action. But as of right now, my main focus is that price should be wanting to get there so we can get to the mitigation level. Sorry, my little process brain just went and said, locking things like this is a good way to keep daily levels significant without drawing multiple stuff. But anyway, it is what it is. Okay, so yeah, this is an element of holding to it. So if anything, anytime throughout no to maybe like 9 o'clock, I get the urge to do anything aggressive, it's going to be if this is a fast push or if this breaks here with a big green candle, like one big green candle and closes above this candle. That looks like an order block. If we just run that and then put a FEG there, instinctively, I'm going to want to buy that FEG. Instinctively. Outside of that FEG, that high. So if I get along to that high, I would like that, but I believe the better setup is going to come after the retracement. Let's see how it prints and decide how to engage. I don't like the fact that they don't want to touch this at least one more time before going away, because it makes it very uncomfortable to put my stop above that, despite everything. Because I'll be putting my stop in a place where it makes all sense that he could tag it and then go. But let us see. See, no chat, no chat. Okay.
I'm getting ready to go back to school.
You or me?
Nah, the kids.
Yeah, but as a trader who plans their analysis before you execute, I've already taken care of everything. So now it's just dropping them off and running away. That is going to be on the 4th. Okay. I think there's an election here on the 4th or the 2nd. Quite possibly the 2nd.
Good morning. We'll vote for you, don't worry.
I'm saving it for Saturday night into Sunday morning because Saturday is her birthday as well.
Oh, Saturday is the big day?
So, yeah, Saturday is her birthday and we get to DR Saturday night.
Now, do you see my
The
comment
31st?
on the chat?
Yeah, I saw it on the chat. Not sure if you sent it to me or to everyone though.
Everyone
Probably.
should know the blessings.
Is it the 31st?
No, Saturday the 30th.
Oh, that's my daughter's birthday.
I was about to say, is that your birthday? Yeah.
It's my daughter's birthday today.
Really?
Yeah, the youngest
Oh,
one. I'll need to
congrats.
hop off soon.
And give her a big happy birthday from the TCM family.
Definitely.
One of my daughters are already up. So she's going to be in and out, in and out. Doing absolutely nothing.
I'm in a long on ES.
Yes.
Yeah, need to slow things down. Getting old. Queue's too fast.
Well, I mean, I've seen on many occasions where ES is, see? Oh, that's what I forgot. I need to make a public version for the V9. You will see. So I cannot, I don't, so the reason, the point of doing that is the analysis process is pretty simple now. I just want to see something visual, do less work really, work smarter.
I think that's what ICT is waiting for. He said something about a simple, straightforward version coming out September.
How is he? Kind of miss him low key.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in the Telegram or anything. I cut everything off. This is my lifeline.
You know, like, I mean, again, all love and respect to ICT.
Absolutely.
Telegram, I don't know. Telegram was what I expected it would be. Maybe 3 years ago, when he first joined Telegram, he was a bit more. I don't know. Like I've had Telegram conversations with him or his staff, one of them. One of them. And we had the conversations were fun. You know, I was finding myself um playing around with projections. And you know, he'd give you his great one-liners. Can't remember them now, but yeah. But I don't know what happened. What's going on? You okay? Come here.
He must have accused you of using his stuff.
What's up? What's up? You okay? Okay. Where's Ben? Hmm? Sleeping? Slow road, slow boat to China. But yeah, I think he took a little hiatus away from either social media or whatever.
Hi, Kesh.
Hi there.
Hi, sorry, I came a little bit late and I was just wondering if you're able to quickly do a brief rundown why today is a bullish day, etc., and just your understanding around it.
No problem, no problem, no problem. So let us take a look at this good chart here. Let me see it. Trader got jokes. It would be nice if we could get him to, but then again, you know, he's going to do that thing. So, ever since last week, Monday, we've been looking for two things to happen. Close below this mitigation price and then a retracement to short. The day when we expected the close to happen, it did happen. But you can see where the closing price is in relation to this. It was just a big move down. So sell limits were missed. And we've been looking at them doing all of this, followed by retracement or another short. So the area that I want to short from and hold a little bit more than a runner is either at or above this level. In the perfect world, here, they take the buy side liquidity because this is all buy side. Look at that. Classic bearish structure. High, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. I'm looking for some type of run on this to set up a bigger push down so that Christmas Santa rally can be beautiful. So I wanted to get back down here. So while we're watching this, we're watching the elements that support the idea that this wants to reach higher. For this week, we're looking at weekly profiles. Monday creates the low of the week, almost never, or low probability. Can't remember the percentage right now. So sleeping Monday's low sets up that stage. So now we want to see them do that. Since this is big picture, when we get to the lower time frame, plus the calendar. Calendar says that tomorrow, no, Thursday and Friday. So I'm looking for a Friday reversal. So slow boat to China all the way up, and then Friday does a big wump. Big wump. That big wump, I'd like to come back and sweep out this low. So between 23.3 and 23.6, I'm looking for a 300-point drop minimum on Friday. And again, where I want to sell from is at above that line. I don't have a limit set yet. And a little bit of PTSD from the limit I set at Friday's high that missed, but I'm waiting to see we get closer to that before I set the limit. What age are you going to start teaching your kids? My oldest is gonna be 5 in November. I think anywhere after age 6, she's already a little bit curious about stuff I do in trading. I'm trying to start with more financial education than trading education. So teaching her money management and stuff like that. She's gonna watch me trade every time I'm at my computer, either my desk or on my laptop, anywhere, and she sees a chart. She asks me if I'm studying, because those Saturday mornings when I'm doing a review or after the review, when she comes and she says, "What are you doing, Daddy?" And I said, "I'm studying." So she just has that expectation that whenever I'm at a chart and I'm not in a meeting like a Zoom call, I'm studying. So hopefully that will teach her that it puts in the work, and she will emulate. But I don't plan on teaching her anything trading related until after age 6. Her book is already done though. I've been created their trading journal. I'm going to teach them all about cycles and market manipulations first, and how to read what's happening. They won't know about executing no time in the beginning. Just looking at the market, reading on what's going on, and then participation, which is how I think it should be. But yeah, that's that. 816, still one big nothingness. It's consolidating roughly above equilibrium. So instinctively, right? Instinctively, whenever you have a bullish market and it consolidates above equilibrium, what's the first thing you think about?
Discount.
Right, discount. So now I'm looking at the likelihood of them making equity open a little bit brutal, where it goes lower. Let me play devil's advocate, right? This is not analysis. This is devil's advocate. I'll use them both. Again, devil's advocate. In a world where the manipulation is really manipulating, we could see this. Find support in here. And let's say that. Because it's consolidating above equilibrium, above 720 open. This is still below us. So while I'd rather, if they get here, they just sweep this and be done with it. I'm open to the idea that it trades below this. Let's find out if it's going to if the probability of this happening is going to increase. Then at 820, they're going to start showing heaviness. These down candle bodies are going to be bigger than these are the things in here. At the very least, run through here. And then that will be good. So again, we know what a perfect scenario condition looks like. We know how to engage in perfection, right? Pops up, retrace back, easy, no big deal. Should that not happen and it starts to go lower, we're not going to think, yes, supercell. No, I'm not think that. No, I don't think there's any other developments from the Trump camp. Where can I find lessons on weekly profile? Tyler is already long. I think it is. Which month in mentorship teaches it? 6. I think it's month 6 or month 8 ICT. Can start there. And I plan on sharing insights on 2 ideas, Persian revert and the weekly profiles. So I'm kind of organizing my understanding around it to communicate it, a little bit more effective, But I haven't gotten to start that yet because a couple things take precedence right now for me.
It's month 7.
It's month 7, yeah. I know somewhere around there because month 8 is when he started some type of daily outline. Month 5 is interest rates and off the chart stuff. And month 4 is structure. So sometime between 6 to 8 is where it would come in. But thank you. Kamara, nice PA? No. This is not nice PA at all. The only thing nice about PA like this for me is when I look at the PA and I'm thinking, okay, it needs to either expand to break something or be manipulated against my direction to do something so that I can participate. Whenever I have that plan, I'm super chill watching this. If I was just bullish and I'm trying, okay, I'm bullish, I want to go long and I want to buy right here, then this would have been stress. 821, this is the M4 candle I'm looking forward to. Put a little spunk in its steps. Bryn. Yes. For clarification, 2020 mentorship, 2016. 2016. So I think right now they're on YouTube in like playlists. Yeah. Yes, we're all old hats here.
Yes, quick question, please.
Hold on.
When we come to the chart, I mean, following this approach that we've been doing in August, when we come to the chart, should we expect some level of manipulation by 9:20?
9:20.
Sorry, 8:20 if you, since you're on Chicago time.
Oh, you mean 7:20? Oh, no. So, how do I put this without causing a ruckus? Let's say over the years, I have not only tested, but traded and played around with a whole lot of time theories. Simply because I'm a curious soul. So I started off with, like everybody else, with the idea that 90-minute cycles were a thing. If you remember that USD CAD post many, many years ago by ICT, well, I did not explicitly say that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Repeating to somebody that market moves in cycles, and then saying you could do something every 90 minutes. It kinds of point to there are 90-minute cycles. So we all tested stuff like that. I played around with a whole lot of stuff. I played around with the notion that 20, 40, 60 days look back was fractal. So if you look at the 20-minute mark, the 40-minute mark, and then on the hour, those carry some kind of significance. And it didn't really give me what I wanted. But then I kind of talked myself into the fact that you're looking at 60s when it should be 90s. I played around with a whole lot of 90s stuff, which is why I'm not a fan of any of the current 90-minute cycles that people talk about. All garbage, in my opinion. But I know somebody who trades it quite consistently, so who am I to say it doesn't work? But I played around with a lot of those cycles, and there are some elements from that period in my time that are still holding true to this day. So while the entirety of the 90-minute cycle might be not the best, there are time markers that I kind of found because of that are still beautiful to this day. So 8:20 is one of them, but I don't want to start that conversation because it's going to get very confusing. So usually when I'm watching the hour, I look at the 20-minute mark for some injection. But 7:20 is rigid. 7:20 is not a rotation. 7:20 is rigid. It's open outcry. Other 20-minute markers are hit and miss here and there. That's why I don't. What I tell you specifically, mark this. Don't tell you to mark other 20-minute opens. They don't carry that weight. It's more of a, if price is moving and it does this at the 20-minute mark, then reading what comes next is easier. But nothing I tell you to trouble yourself with. 7:20, trouble yourself with 7:20. Others, no, not so much. Unless you just want to get reps in. Outside of that, no. But at this point, I don't think getting reps in is the goal here. The goal is to organize your thoughts, to provide some type of cohesive process. So this is cohesive enough. Identify these points. Look at what's going on here. It should look like one of a few things if it's leaning to a particular direction. So if it's bullish, we should be seeing rejections from above at that price. So hitting and rejecting type of, and then vice versa. But yeah, don't worry. I'm going to say somewhere around September 4th, I'm going to do a comprehensive review of what we did. I wanted to journal all the trades that we took in September, in August, and then just show you our win rate and all that, and then ask you if that's consistent enough for you. But kind of a lot of work. So instead, I'm just going to put the lessons together into a lecture and a study guide and leave it at that. But yeah, let the volatility injection begin. M1 should look real messy. Look at this. So I know that the analysis is on the chart, but just out of curiosity, do you actually want it to go lower, or would you prefer to just run higher? What do you
Run.
prefer here? Run? That's only because you're buying it, yes.
I don't know if
I agree.
I want the zoom model.
Oh, so you wanted to go lower, right?
No, I want the zoom, like we run to the zoom OB and then we fly on that 4-minute chart.
Okay.
No, let it
I'm
run.
180 points lower. Camaro. Let us see. 40 seconds to go. Bam. Where's my phone? Keep that thing on me. Really doesn't matter whichever way it goes, since the ideal entry is going to be on a retracement anyway. Here goes nothing. What's going on? Help.
Dang, man, that was too fast. It didn't take me out at my limit.
I'm like, what's going on?
There we go.
All right, looking very perfection oriented at the moment. I like it. Gotta be quicker than that. Go all the way. Go all the way. Don't wimple now. Doesn't matter what she does. I'm trading on a retracement, so what this candle is doing is not tickling me to participate in any way, shape, or form. Okay, nice. Little bit more. Little bit more. If you're going to go back down, you're allowed to go back down now. But I'd rather you just finish.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh, that was yes, he's doing. I can never get over this. This is not a lot of move, but I don't know. Maybe it's like gold. No. So it's officially in that area where going lower is possible. Hey, I haven't seen Automate in a while. Nice to see you, my friend.
I haven't seen Akash in a while. Where is Akash?
Somewhere in London. Somewhere in London. Okay. I mean, I could get him on the call if you can probably pop if he's available. Yeah. Yep. So, as you can see, scenario one, the perfect delivery at this point is playing out, where it just runs from right there. But I still can't trust putting my stop above 720 open. So if it runs and this FEG stays open, then I'm going to miss my buy from here. I'll be fine with that because my rules are saying it's protecting me from something that I don't see here. Process is predicting as process does. Rules are protected. Actually, I want to short this here for that push, but it's dangerous work. But I've never been afraid. I'm going to scalp a short here. There we go. And I'm looking for 40 points. So let's see. Because what market under known news opens and just runs forever?
Owl market.
I mean, right, I'm not going to argue with that. But I'm in somewhere here. Pullback doesn't look that fancy, but it's a little bit of green, a little bit of blue, I mean. At 20 points, I remove risk. Standard.
Na 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 na. Hey.
Goodbye. One making me nervous now. Nasdaq, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love, Nasdaq? Who do you love? That's my baby. That's my baby. All right, so risk off the table. Nah. Goodbye. And give me some speed now, Nasdaq. What time is it? Almighty push. Something doesn't feel right about break even here. Despite it being really base, I don't think I'm getting the the kind of expansions that should be at break even. But I'm gonna keep my break even nonetheless and not be a degen. If she comes back and she stops me out, but not gonna move my break even. Oh Lord, she got me. Now it's going to die right after taking me out, right? Let's see.
The day I show up and no degenerate activities? What's going on?
No, something about how it was delivering says I shouldn't be at break even. I've just been stubborn with
Wait.
that break even.
I walked away. What are you doing? Shorting this?
So
I just
because
took it for you, so
okay. Okay.
Just got scared.
It's not scared. It's I don't know what to, I don't want to say instincts and make it sound too cool, but there's some things that price does if you trade the same process over and over that just becomes instinctive. Good Lord. And that was one of them. That delivery right there was not saying I should be at break even. And I was going to remove it, but because I was trading against, oh gosh, bullishness, I kind of stalled. So there it is. There's a picture in the chat. I got whipped out on spreads after getting a beautiful entry. Missing the short, but Tyler got it for me, so oh mad.
I got it for you too, Kish.
Okay. Oh gosh.
You took
You
any of the
wasn't
long on the
playing.
way up or no?
No, I didn't. So I didn't want to take the long because
Fair.
I didn't trust the idea that a buy position and a stop above 720 made sense.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm more leaning on shorting and then banking that the run to 720 was a little bit volatile like this, and it would dig through, and then I'd get a buy setup afterwards.
Yeah,
So I went short. That's
I
about
see
40
why.
points. Like I'm giving up now, but okay.
I
Okay.
like it.
Fine. Okay, Nasdaq. Today you win. Today you win. That would have been 40 points. That would have been because it's not digging into 720 or pretty close to 720. That would have been my partials. Okay. Don't worry, it's still early. It's still early. Ugh. Let me see you guys rubbing it in the channel. Voodoo got it, of course. Oh. All right, beautiful. Alex got it. Alex got it. All right, so enough persons got it. Enough persons got it. I fumbled that one. That's on me. That's on me. I'm not trusting my rules. That's why I said processes help you to predict price action, but the rules are what protects you. And that rule was going to protect me from missing out. All I had to do was not go break even or put it back because that was not saying I should be at break even. And look at this. We hit the level here the first time. So the good book says the delivery to the level creates the PDRAs. So I want this high rated. It rated when it was pulling back. I got in somewhere close to here. We pushed, we closed below 50%. That's looking good. And then we dropped here. But this guy, as you can see, didn't convincingly close below here. So I was looking at that and I'm like, this is not expanding. It has to expand and then retrace. So you want to wait a little bit more because if you don't expand and then retrace, it's going to retrace and then expand and breakaway gap. So that's why but nonetheless, I'm sure you bought it now. Nope. Nothing at all. But I'm going to see if I can squeeze in a short. Doesn't something about it feel? I'm trying to squeeze in a short here for 720 open. Let's see. And pull back too quickly. Okay, all right. So now I missed my ideal entry, so I'm gonna size down and not be that crazy because the entry is no longer ideal. Size down to protect myself. Nasdaq is not blocking me. All right. Well, this is better. Okay, so now I have a decent entry. I want to see a nice close so I can squeeze in one more. Don't mind me though, don't mind me. Mind me. All right, let me stop. Wait for the candle to close. Scotty got it. Jason got it. Everybody's good. Everybody got their 50 points at the start of the day. Now it's my turn. Okay, Nasdaq, do the thing. What does M4 look like? Still need a little bit more. I don't feel like I want to take any type of major losses here after missing that. So I'm actively watching. Right? Looking good, looking good. Looking pretty good. Somebody's trying to call me right now. I'm sorry, person. Malheureusement. So here comes the $1,000,000 question. Should I be content with a small win here or go for perfection, which is 720 open? That is the question.
Perfection, my friend. Perfection.
Hey, Odin.
Yeah, man.
Did you get the short?
Of course I did. But you know that, right? We're doing the small lots these days.
Oh.
Yeah.
All good, all
It
good.
is what it is. Yeah, man.
Pulling up on my TP now. Oh, kind of like 18 points away.
I can't get over the fact that you have friends that don't check the time before they call you.
At this point in my career, right? Like,
You need boundaries, my friend.
hey, I made it clear. If you call me before 10 a.m., you're likely to not get me. Period. Period. But sometimes people try to get to me. Sometimes people are trying to get to other persons and they try to reach out to me. I'm like, okay. All right. It's degenerative, Kishane, to not have your break evens on here, despite whatever is going on. So let me I have two positions and I want to close one.
I got a feel that they won't give you 720.
Hey,
I don't know why.
Haram.
More and stop that.
And then there's negative people like that.
What I'm thinking about is if I should open the TP on one of these positions. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm confident in 720. Confident. Lingering above it like this. Hey, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Bam.
There we go. We're for all the naysayers. There we go. Wait, why is my trade still open? Oh, there you go. Just about to say what? I knew it. Sorry, I'm not smashing anything. just the chair. Just the wheels of the chair. So, ah, quite an exhilarating day.
Yeah, man, Nasdaq is giving mental health, bro. I shorted again, but I closed it immediately, man, like 50 points.
There we
That was
go.
crazy.
Well, hey,
Who was that?
oh man, wow. I feel like a workout. I feel warm. Okay, this is M4. Stay focused. Stay focused. So, what's happening now is it looks like the load here may come on the menu. I don't trust this candle for an order block. That's like way too big. And if it is an order block, Nasdaq is gone, like gone to the moon if it gets above there. So I'm instinctively looking for another run on this low. So reject 720 open. I'm not going to trade this, okay? I will not short this. I like the idea, hitting 720 and going here. But because I don't feel super confident in this low being taken, my plan was simply to get that run below 720. Got it. So while this makes sense, it doesn't scream participate, at least to me. But I'm going to watch it and see if it hits here and decide if I want to participate here. But something about participating between 720 and this feels like I shouldn't. I should not try to buy this 100%. Shorting, I mean, I get shorting in here. I get that. But long here, no bueno. No bueno. Like at all. So some element of manipulation should take place here. And I feel like they're going to take it to that low. But I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like at that low. So while my confidence resides here to here, I trade here to here. And a little bit of a feeling that I should have moved my take profit a little bit lower on one of the positions. I'm not mad, right? Despite what my tone sounds like, I got my 50 points in two positions. Well, one was 60. I'm fine.
Must be a very heavy position for you to sweat that much.
So the M1, what am I pressing? The M1 here. It had elements that said I could size in. So I entered the first position, I think here, but fortunately, I didn't put a stop before. And when it pushed, I'm like, doesn't make any sense. So I put a position there again, and then I put my stop. I think it was like this was like 54, 55 on my broker, and I put my stop at 65, and then immediate feedback. And now I didn't cover the position until here. I moved or somewhere in here really with that break even. This no is very, very scary in my opinion, because this is the first run to the level and it's been swept. Perfect, no problem. So instincts would say that inside this wick, between 748 open to the low, there's some M1, maybe an order block, 748, and that would have just been a CSD. So this is not the buy by no accounts. I think somebody just got a beautiful banger. Hey, someone traded this as a inverted FEG and then they short. I don't know if it's on the call. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you looked at this as the CSD? Makes sense. This I don't trust. I don't trust this, whatever this is doing here. So let me just put that out there. Whatever this is doing here is not a setup for me. Don't like it. Weird. It's very, very weird. Processes say I should not be able to predict something here, so I'm leaving this alone. Whether it goes lower, irrelevant to me. Below there, then that's something I can recognize and trade. Outside of that, no.
Good morning, Kish.
Good morning.
Would you explain your second entry, which is from the green candle, which is going high from the previous high?
Okay, sure. So this process here, arrows is what we expected. We expected them to run to that high, ideally close above, and then that would make the super bullish. And then the FEG prints here, breakaway gap, we're gone. Amen. But in this process of wanting that high, the likelihood of them staying bullish should come from some type of rejection of 720 open. But take a look at these. See, they're just floating above 720. I don't like that. I can't go long in here and put my stop loss here, because process will say you can get a better entry when it's running 720. So despite what this looks like, it's going to make it hard for me to be confident in that stop placement. So process, run here, go lower. The setup that came back from my break even failed to get there. Okay, so for the old hats, when you have a Zoom model, which includes running liquidity, and then there's a failure swing, there's a high probability that the next move is going to be a ... What's ... See if you're really a TCM order. All right, OLR. So I'm looking on M1 with, I should be able to short in here. I went short without a stop loss. Then I added right there. Why? I want the OLR to come after this, just because I want to be a part of the buy. That's all. There's no process that says it has to happen. I want the OLR to come after that run because I want to be a buyer. When it pushed through, I'm like, okay. And I just entered again. And I said, this is a better entry here. And then that. So entering anywhere either at that high in this candle at 843, or even entering here with a stop loss a little bit above this would have been fine. That's why I was saying I didn't have a stop loss when I entered here. Instincts, air quotes, instincts say it's not a good idea to have a stop loss here under these conditions. And then everything here is done. So now this is the delivery that I'm saying looks very weird. You usually don't get this big of an order block unless the market is really going to run or it's going to get held. So the destination, if I'm being honest, destination for NASDAQ, in my humble opinion, remains here. And how do you log this? There. That's the mitigation level. So when you get order blocks this big, I'm thinking it's gone. This is just going to run. Especially if that low is taken, I believe that the possibility of this screaming higher is greater. But I don't know where I'm going to enter in this, so I'm just going to leave it alone. M1 probably gave a great entry. It did.
15 seconds.
I don't play seconds. This would have been, and did anybody buy this? This would have been a good entry. In all honesty, despite me not wanting to participate here, This is not a bad entry. Rules base 720, everything that we looked at. But I'm content. But I'm content. 2 positions, 50 points. Scotty says I did. All right. So it's 8:57. Done before 9 o'clock. It's not a bad way to live. I can't say that there's anything here I want to do. I want to be a buyer. I want to participate in this. But too much is going on right now. I'd rather come back later and try to grab something. But for now, 50 points is 50 points by all means. So if you are going to participate, at least make sure you have 720 on your charts and you're looking at this candle and it's 50%. If you keep those on, I don't think you'll make bad decisions. Those levels should show you, what is good. But outside of that, I'm not going to do anything here. We close above and we get breakaway gaps. I might think about something in this leg. But gonna be it for me, man. Gonna be it for me.
Got a question, Kish, before we close, please.
Yep.
I am struggling a lot with managing positions because I trade with 1 to 2 micros only. I never really know when to move my stop to break even, or should I say I'm never really satisfied until, especially if I'm in a trade with 1 micro, for example, I'm never really satisfied with the profit that I have gotten so far until it gets to my target. If it doesn't get to my target, I'll just stay in there and the market would come back and take me out.
How far is your target? How far away is your target? 50 points, 100 points, 200?
It's usually I would say sub key levels. Like, for example, when the market went higher, I was already in the buy, but I was targeting the 50% of the submission range, and it never got there. Or I would often anticipate that we will go to Asia highs, and it never gets there, comes back before going back there again, and those kind of things happen quite a lot, and I never know how to. Yeah.
So there's the simpler response is stop going to the market trying to grab 50 points or whatever, and just start doing this. Frame what is likely to happen, and if what is likely to happen is in the realm of 50 to 100 points, then sit patiently and trade those or hold for those. But there are going to be times when you pick arbitrary levels. Like somebody somewhere is long, looking for the market to expand through either one of these highs. And when it's going through like this, they're getting super comfortable and then whomp, loss.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is not something new. It happens a lot, a whole lot. It happened to me last night in Asia, as a matter of fact. Before that spike down, like I said, I was trading 724-ish. So when this wick that pulled up, look at the open price here. That's 90, and the high on that wick is almost 10. So that's a 20-point range. I was up about 20 plus points, and it resulted in a loss. So I know what that feels like. So what I'm saying is, there are times when you're in a trade and it's not a 50-pointer and you know it, but you want 50 points. How to combat that? Start demanding a little bit more from price in terms of where you enter. Don't try to go in the middle. Like you see how this was just obvious to me. I can't put a stop above here.
Yeah.
Long down here would have been beautiful, but I'm just not interested in a long when it looks like this. It does not say anything to me. But I can't share that mindset until you have a process around what you trade. It's not just about liquidity sweep, CSD. No.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good for basic understanding, but you have to build on that. When should I want a liquidity sweep and CSD? When should
That's
I retreat?
That's exactly why I asked you the question about 920 earlier, because that's what I'm currently trying to figure out. It's like, okay, cool. Liquidity sweep and all of that CSD is cute. But at the time I get into the market, when exactly do I want to see a liquidity sweep or whatnot? So yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't want to impose this on you.
Yeah.
But if you can hold that little struggling point till around about the second week of September, I should be able to offer more insights in it. I just don't want to ruin the lecture by
Okay, so no problem.
But I plan to address some of those things in the weekly profile, show you how you plan for it with a process and how you trade it if it happens, and how you walk away. Like remember, I'm looking for this green thing, but I went short and I'm done and I'm not going long and I'm not even thinking about going long.
Yeah.
Because I'm not here to be right and say, oh look, I framed the analysis and I caught the exact low. Despite how it might sound like that at times, it's just my excitement, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm here to get 50 points every day and be done. So, without further ado, I'm not trying to build bad habits, despite liking you all. I got my 50 points.
Lies.
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 I will.
Yo, what up?
Oh, good. It's been a while. I thought you ran away.
No. Just normal life catch up. So we just sort out some things and we're back.
No worries, no worries. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to get 50 points daily. We got 50 points. I will see you tomorrow. Sound like something my grandmother would say.
Thank you, Kesh. Thank you.
All good, guys.
Bless. Lots of love.
See you tomorrow. Lots of love.
Respect, big man.
Cool.